Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name's Chris, and welcome to Fourth and Goal Football, the channel where I talk about everything football. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoy NFL, college football, flag football, any sort of football, you're in the right place. Now, today I will be ranking all 32 NFL team logos from worst to best, and I'm going to be using the help of my friend, Tiermaker. Before I get started, I want to say, like, a disclaimer. I know this is going to be a pretty controversial topic, and quite frankly, I don't care. Now, being that this is my first YouTube video ever, I'd like to share a little of my background and my knowledge with you guys before we start. So, I've been playing and watching football since as long as I can remember. I have an older brother who played football all my life, so I can remember looking up to him, and I joined flag football when I was 7. I've been playing tackle since I was around 9. I joined my high school team, played football all 4 years there, and I consider myself a diehard Pittsburgh Steelers fan. So I'll try not to be too biased in my rankings today, but in all seriousness, football has been a major part of my life, and I think I'm quite qualified to make this ranking video. Now, with that being said, let's get right into it. So, there are 32 teams in the NFL today, and I will be ranking these logos based on the following criteria. So, the first is going to be creativity. Like, is it unique? Is it visually pleasing? Does it stand out from the other logos? Overall, is it just a good looking logo? Also, everybody, I'm reading off of a script, so if you see me looking up and down, that's why. The second rule is going to be effort. I'm not sure how many of you guys feel, but I don't like simplistic logos. I like a logo that looks like it took some time to make. Recently, I've noticed that the NFL is changing a lot of their logos, and they're making them a lot more simplistic, and I'm not really too much of a big fan of this. The third rule is going to be wearability, like how appealing is the logo to wear? Would I actually wear it? Like, per se. Like I said, I'm not going to try not to be too biased in this. The fourth rule is going to be representation, how well a logo represents its team, what the team represents, like what they encompass, all of that. And the fifth rule is going to be recognition, how well the logo is recognized. This is going to be the most controversial rule because I'm going to rank a lot of teams pretty high because of how well recognized they are. And then also you'll see I rank some teams pretty low because they're a little, let's say, too simplistic. Enough with the guidelines. Let's start. All right, everybody, we are now in our tier list setup, and we can go ahead and begin. So with our worst logo in the NFL, I'm going to have to give it to the Dallas Cowboys. I just think this logo is so simple. So it's literally 3 stars layered on top of each other. Call me biased, but I do not like this logo. Coming in at 31, we are going to have to go Washington Commanders. I think the Commanders logo, I think the Redskins logo was way cooler. They could have done a lot better with this. This is another example of how I'm saying they made it a lot too simplistic. They should have stuck with what they had. I understand that they had to change it, but I liked the old one more. Coming in at the 30 spot, I'm going to have to do the Giants logo. It's literally just the initials of where they're from, New York. I think they could have done a lot better job with this. It's too simple for me. Coming in at number 19, I'm going to have to do the Jets. The Jets logo, I mean, literally all they did was put a big green circle and put their name inside of it. I mean, I don't know. They could have done a lot better job with that, so I'm going to have to put them at the 29th spot. Coming in at 28, I'm going to have to put the Indianapolis Colts. It's getting a little better, but still a little too simple for me. Like I said, I like a logo that has some creativity to it, and it looks like it took effort to make. So that's why I'm going to have to put the Colts where they are. Next, I'm going to have to put the Bengals. I will say the Bengals because the Bengals are way too simple. Like I said too, it's literally just a B to represent the Bengals. And they said, hey, let's just put some black stripes on it, make it look like a Bengal. I don't know. I feel like they could have done a lot cooler with that. With the 26th spot, we're going to have to do the Saints. I mean, I'm a fan of the logo. I like it, but I think there's a lot better logos than this. Too simple for me, like I said. Nice colors, but it's just a little too simple. This entire D tier list is just way too simple for me, and that's kind of why I put them all down here. So that's why the Saints is where they are. All right, moving on to the C-list spot. I'm going to have to put the 25th spot as the LA Rams. I believe the LA Rams deserves this spot because they're a little more designed. They're not so much D tier, but like I said, the old logo was so much better. They just, I don't know why they did this. They should have stuck with their old logo. It's just too simplistic for me. It's a nice logo, not D tier, but C. With the 24th spot, I'm going to have to put Green Bay Packers. I say the Green Bay Packers because they're just a little too simplistic. Like I said, it's one of the most recognized logos in the NFL, but it's literally just a G, and I don't really like the colors that much too, so that's why I'm going to put them where they are. With the 23rd spot, I'm going to have to put the Chargers. Now, I don't feel too bad for the Chargers. I think they could have done a lot more with their logo. They literally just did a bolt. I don't know. I think they could have done like a cool cloud and some lightning coming down or something like that. But I like the colors, so I'll put it higher than the ones before, but that's why it deserves its spot. With the 22nd spot, I'm going to have to put the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, we're getting a little bit better, but still, this is still C tier for me. Just the initials KC. Like I said, I'm not too much of a fan of that. And then put it inside of an arrowhead, which is kind of cool, but I think they could have done more. Moving on to the 21st spot, I'm going to have to put the San Francisco 49ers. Now, overall, I'm just not a fan of this logo. I like the colors, but just like I said before, I don't like the initials. They just put SF. That's it. Like, I don't know. I think they could have done a lot more. Like I said, I feel myself repeating this for these earlier ones that I'm talking about, but too simplistic for me, so I'm going to have to put it in this spot.